Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, May 18th, 2016. My name is Cliff Backus, and this is your PushButtonStockTrading.com daily video market review. Let's get started this morning with our Spectrum Analyzer. It's important that we identify where the leadership in the market is. To that end, we use HGSI, High Growth Stock Investors Spectrum Analyzer, to identify market leadership on a daily basis. Yesterday, of the top 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups, 23 came from midstream oil and gas. Another 22 came from exploration and production. 15 came from precious metal mining. 3 came from non-wood building materials. And rounding out the top 5, we have a handful: application software, oil and gas services, power generation, cement and aggregates, commercial vehicles, consumer finance, healthcare services, specialty pharmaceuticals, and industrial distribution and rental, all with 2 stocks each in the 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups yesterday. This market recently seems to be consolidating its strength in the oil and gas patch. We have midstream oil and gas, exploration and production. We have precious metal minings, which has also been very, very strong. And the third area that's been really strong recently is real estate investment trusts. This is a weak market, and these areas may be good areas to look for leadership in this weak market. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000. Russell on Monday came up and tested this little mini downtrend. We tested that area again yesterday, and we failed. The Russell has fallen back below its 50-day moving average here, and has undercut recent lows. This is a very weak looking chart. We will look for the Russell to find support down here in the 1079 area. Until the Russell can take out this mini downtrend, I don't hold a lot of short-term hope for the market. Let's see what the NASDAQ Composite's up to. But before we do that, stocks turned sharply lower again Tuesday, choking off any hope the bulls had for a short-term bottom. Trading volume was sharply higher, giving both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 another distribution day. Both the S&P 500 and the Russell 2000 have rejoined the NASDAQ, trading below their 50-day moving averages, an ominous sign for the bulls. Distribution, or selling by professional money managers, remains a concern in this market and may foretell further weakness. The current distribution count is 11 days in the past month for the NASDAQ and 7 for the S&P. The NASDAQ is set to lose a distribution day due to age after the close today. Nonetheless, these are huge distribution numbers. Accordingly, the Investors.com market outlook is indicating an uptrend under pressure. Meanwhile, our market timing models are split, with the buy signal on the S&P 500 and a sell signal on the NASDAQ. The buy signal on the S&P indicates that conservative traders can buy, but shouldn't be increasing margin at this point. In fact, we should be off of margin. A sell signal on the NASDAQ indicates that aggressive traders should be off of margin and can sell short. We should sell any long positions that, if sold at current stop levels, would result in a loss. All stops should be at their tightest levels on all positions. Conservative traders may want to hedge their portfolios with contra ETFs, exchange-traded funds. Tuesday, declining issues outpaced advancers by better than 7-4. In another ominous sign for the bulls, new lows bettered new highs for the first time since February. According to our Ramosi ratio, large capitalization stocks crushed small and continue to outperform on a 10-day moving average basis. The bulls would prefer to see small caps outperform. The market continues to struggle for direction, but is becoming increasingly short-term bearish. This is still not a safe market for the bulls. our distribution count may be unprecedentedly high, and our market timing model on the NASDAQ and unofficially the Russell 2000 remain on sell signals. Be careful and keep your stops at their tightest levels. Okay, yesterday the NASDAQ Composite gave back all of the prior day's gains, falling 59.73 points or 1.25%. The NASDAQ closed at 47.15, and notice how the NASDAQ came up against resistance at this short-term downtrend and failed. We tested that resistance level again yesterday and failed again yesterday. The NASDAQ holds a little bit of hope down here with minor resistance at this low. But if we were to break below that minor resistance, the next area of support, the next real area of support is down here in the 4506 area. Trading volume yesterday was higher than the prior day, giving us what may be an unprecedented 11th distribution day in a uptrend under pressure. I don't believe I've ever seen 11 distribution days in an uptrend. The market has been in an uptrend for you followers of William O'Neill since February 18th. All of this distribution is the reason that our uptrend is under pressure. Right now, the market appears to be bracketed, the NASDAQ appears to be bracketed by resistance at this short-term trend line and support down here in the 4506 area. Our market timing model is on a sell signal on the NASDAQ. Let's see what the S&P 500 is up to. The S&P yesterday also gave back all of the prior day's gains. It was down 19.45 points or 0.94%. We closed at 2047. We undercut the 50-day moving average yesterday, which is an ominous sign for the bulls. Trading volume was higher than the prior day, giving us another distribution day. The S&P 500 remains in an uptrend under pressure. We have 7 distribution days on the S&P 500, which is the reason that the market's under pressure. Our market timing model on the S&P 500 remains on a buy signal, remains stubbornly on a buy signal. In order for it to go to a sell signal, we would have to close below this 1% envelope. As you can see, we stubbornly hold above that level, and so our S&P 500 is still on a buy signal according to our market timing model. Right now the S&P is bracketed by support right here in the 2044 area. We came down and tested that yesterday and held. Hopefully we can continue to hold that area, and resistance at this short-term trend line. Obviously we're getting squeezed here. The market's going to break one direction or the other. We're either going to break higher by breaking above this downtrend, or we're going to break lower by falling below this area of support in the 2044 range. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call, drop me an email, or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. Please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, technical analyst, portfolio manager, and partner with the investment firm of Ohanneson LaCours Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohanneson LaCours Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohanneson LaCours, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohanneson LaCours Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohanneson LaCours Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources, except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohanneson LaCours, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries, and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push-button stock trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push-button stock trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push-button stock trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push-Button Stock Trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push-Button Stock Trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.